Hey guys, it's Matt with Meat Church. Today I'm going to show you guys an awesome recipe that I love for tailgating, smoked armadillo eggs. You can make these at home, you can make them out at your tailgate, but the reason I love these is they're huge, meaty, and super hearty. They basically could be an entree. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna core jalapenos. We're gonna take a mixture of cream cheese that we season with our all-purpose gospel, and we're gonna stuff them. Then we're gonna encase them in breakfast sausage like a football, and then we're gonna wrap them in bacon, season a little bit, and we're gonna smoke them for an hour and a half at 250 degrees. So really easy, again, really, really hearty. So let's get to work on these. I'm gonna take the end off of these peppers, and I'm gonna core them. The heat in a pepper comes from the veins inside the pepper. So it's up to you how much you take out of these. And if I had a sink nearby, I'd rinse them out. But I don't wanna walk over to the sink, so we're just going with this. And I'm just using the back of a spoon, a really advanced coring tool, but look how easy that was. And there we go. We're gonna take 1 block of cream cheese, 8 ounces, and it's been softened, it's been sitting out here in the Meat Church kitchen, and we're gonna apply some gospel all-purpose. How much? I don't know, whatever you think. Tablespoon, put a bunch in there, mix it in. Seasoned cream cheese will change your life. If you do this, let's go with a better spoon. Once you season it, it's just a lot better than plain, in my opinion. You could even smoke this if you want, as we did in our Texas Twinkie video that you guys loved. So let's mix this up pretty thoroughly, and then we're gonna stuff these peppers. And before you ask, yes, you could use other peppers. You could use poblanos. You could use hatch. You can use whatever you want. But don't worry, these won't be too hot, and they're gonna be great. All right, so let's stuff these. It's gonna look a little bit tricky here. You're gonna use this spoon all sorts of ways, so I'm gonna just use this to shove it down in there. You're gonna fill it up. Pro tip, if you're taking these to a game, make them the night before. Don't mess with making these in the parking lot. Do all your prep before you go to tailgate, because you're gonna get out to the football game, you're gonna wanna have a good time with your buddies. Do all the dirty work at the house. So I'm using Whataburger breakfast sausage because we're in Texas, but use whatever sausage you want. This is just a standard breakfast sausage. A lot of latitude here. You could put it in anything you want, to be honest with you. And you just want to cover this up. So how much sausage? Just enough to cover the pepper. And I'm going to take any excess off, but like I said earlier, in the shape of a football. Look at that. You can tell I've done this a time or 1,000. Now we're gonna wrap this in bacon. And it's gonna take you 2 or 3 pieces depending on the size of your bacon. And I'm using standard cut bacon. I don't like to, when I do, you guys have seen me do lots of these dishes with bacon. I'll put a little piece on the ends before I wrap it. I use the regular thickness bacon. I don't use thick cut bacon. That way, you cook it for an hour and a half, it'll get pretty crisp. I mean, crisp enough. The thick bacon is really kind of difficult when you're trying to thicken things up. So I go with the standard cut bacon. And let's just wrap it up nice and neat here. Never fails when I go to do a video, I open a package of bacon that isn't the best looking bacon, but that's all right. So we're on our second piece here. And hey, if you gotta go to 3 pieces, I always say nobody's gonna be mad about extra bacon. A lot worse problems I have than too much bacon. Put a little end cap on. We're gonna be 2.5 pieces here. There we go. Our beautiful little football. I mean, that is meaty. That is like super hearty right there with everything we've got going on. So as I said, that could basically be a meal. That's huge. So let's go ahead and let's put a little more seasoning on it. We're using, again, our Gospel All-Purpose. You guys can use whatever seasoning you like. This is a great Southwestern all-purpose rub, a little bit of sugar, which is a great balanced barbecue rub. It's one of my most popular rubs. But use, you know, whatever seasoning you want to achieve, whatever flavor profile you're looking for. But the Gospel is known to have what we call the best color in barbecue, so these are going to be really pretty when we take them off. So let's talk about cooking them. So how are we going to cook these? So we're cooking 250 degrees today, actually 275 degrees today on our Traeger Timberline. You could do this on any type of smoker. And as far as wood goes, we're using the Meat Church limited edition hardwood pellets, which is a great blend of hickory and oak. It kind of tells the story of my barbecue life. I grew up in the South on hickory and sweet pork, and then I moved to Texas and everything's cooked with post oak. So we made the perfect blend of that. So we're rolling with that today. So let's take a look in the Timberline, where I've got some that have already been cooking. So these have been on for about 90 minutes. And you can see they're looking really, really pretty. And we're actually gonna glaze these. So for this sauce, you guys can use your favorite barbecue sauce. So we've got some here that we heated up, and we're just gonna paint these. We're gonna put them back on for 10 minutes just to set this sauce. So they're gonna look really pretty. So I've chosen a kind of sweet sauce here because my thought is you've got a jalapeno with a little heat in it. You've got that breakfast sausage that has a little peppery type bite to it. So if you go with a sweet sauce, then I'm gonna help you achieve kind of a nice balanced bite that I think everybody will enjoy. So the sweetness will give you just a little bit of relief from that strong bite. So these are looking good. We're gonna go back in the Traeger for 10 minutes again just to set this sauce, and it's gonna be time to eat. All right, guys, let's check in. It's been about 10 minutes. Woo! Those are pretty. Like I say, you eat with your eyes first. Those are sexy. I'm telling you, if you don't want to make big meats at home, this is a way to go. But we got to let these cool off. They're going to be like a volcano inside, so I need a few minutes. Let these cool down, and we'll taste test them here in just a minute. Tell me these don't look amazing. I gotta tell you, you know, depending on your team, you know my team, it's more about the tailgating than game inside. Results haven't been so good for us in quite some time. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get inside here and see how these are looking. Damn. So clearly you've got the seasoned cream cheese, the jalapeno encased in the sausage, and then the bacon, the seasoning, the sauce on the outside. Mmm. Nothing left to do but to eat this thing. So good. Remind me not to take such a big bite when we're doing a video, so you don't have to wait 30 seconds on me to eat it, but man, there's a lot going on with that, and every bit of it is delicious. Cream cheese, the pepper, all that meat, I'm telling you, skip making briskets and pulled pork for your tailgates and just make these, and people are gonna love them. Well, I hope you guys like this video. Be sure to check out our whole tailgate playlist. We got a lot of great videos for here on this YouTube channel. Appreciate y'all being here. If you like this, like and subscribe. We'll see y'all next week.